So this is bad timing. What the fuck? What was with all those things going on?
There's LSP.
What?
It's an LSP episode. What do you expect?
I mean, okay, we'll just go over the straightforward episode. It's an episode where Bubblegum creates this sort of time bubble where you can travel back in time-ish. I mean, time itself doesn't change, just you kind of...
You do.
Yeah, you change, but the world itself does not. Like, your memory and your actions kind of change. But what you affect doesn't, depending on what you... Anyway, it's this time bubble, and LSP meets someone, and she falls in love, and he's really nice. But then, of course, she gets really, really jealous again, thinking that he's going to go after someone else, go after Bubblegum, and... She tries to send him back in time before meeting Bubblegum, but he's sent to a place where we don't know because she did it wrong. And then she has Bubblegum to plop the bubble on and get rid of her memory of it, and she does that, and Bubblegum has a drink. So that's about the episode, but throughout the whole thing, the whole episode is done in this iris, this black circle, and except the black circle fills up with all these little, shapes and characters running around. Some blow a balloon, and then the balloon gets popped, or some dig a hole and they pop out the other end, and one's a peanut that opens up and two little nuts pop out, and then the shell gets back together and makes a new kind of peanut. All these little things are happening, and I can't talk that much about the episode because I was mostly watching that. I was like, what is this building up to? What is this leading to? I'm thinking like maybe Bubblegum is watching this all through a microscope, and these are like little amoebas while looking at something. I didn't know. I had no idea. But it never tells us what it is. Was this another April Fool's?
No. You do kind of learn what it is.
Do I? Okay, those things that she sent back in time in the opening. They kind of looked like those.
Yeah.
But why were they through the whole episode? Why was it in the iris and everything? I didn't get it.
Because that was the bubble.
If that's the bubble, then why are those things outside the bubble, and why are we seeing all that in the bubble?
That is the bubble. The outside border is the bubble.
So they're watching it through the bubble?
Kind of, yeah.
Why?
Why not?
Why so?
Exactly. Naruto!
What, was he chasing a bug or something?
Yeah.
He's gonna get his claws caught in there.
Oh, he's trying to...
He's attacking the curtains. No, because if you notice, which I'm guessing you didn't, who shows up in there?
Oh, did the boyfriend show up in
Yeah.
there?
First his head shows up, then his body shows up, then he's chasing around his body, and then they form in to each other. They connect.
How did I miss that part? Like, I've been watching all the Cartoon Network logo covered a lot of it, honestly.
Yeah.
It covered the bottom right. So
No, it was on the left. It was on the left side, bottom left.
On the left, okay. And yeah, I totally missed that he's in that. Okay, so that makes a little bit more sense. Okay, so he's in somewhere. He's probably in with those little creatures or whatever.
Yeah.
Possibly. All right, so it's just showing where he is. So at least now we know where he is.
I just love how she takes and first just makes his head disappear.
Yeah, and then puts it back. Oh wait, you take it to the point where he
Yeah, I'm
comes
just gonna
back
show
in.
you. Go on.
I mean, it was kind of intriguing. I mean, like I said, it was sort of hypnotizing, watching them. But at the same time, I was like, what is going on? I don't get it. It's did happen after she got rid of the head and the body.
Yeah. See, she goes back to the bar, and bottom left. Hold on.
Okay, I thought we're just looking at this real fast, but I mean they were
There's
kind of
the head.
entertaining. Oh, you're right. Yeah, now I see him.
And then there's the body.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Of course, it's the one time like I was focusing on the actual episode at the very end. Oh, that's sad. He wants to be back in there.
He wants to be with her again.
And then he puts his head down and he disappears. Well, okay, that's sad.
The one time Lumpy Space Princess actually has something good, and her stupidity
Ruins
destroys
it.
it. Yeah. Let's also talk about that. For one, she's all doing this nice speech, and she's like, I don't know if I can. lights a Molotov cocktail and just throws it in the window, and then the truck goes in, and then Bubblegum tells him, there's cyanide gum underneath there.
Yeah. Again, just adding to her very dark ways.
No, that's what you're supposed to do. Every proper military person, well, most other countries, that's what you need.
Yeah, like the cyanide pills and stuff. But she's not military. She's royalty. I don't know if that's the same.
Yeah, it is, pretty much.
I don't know. She probably does a lot of our stuff royalty aren't supposed to do.
Yeah.
She does a lot of stuff probably a lot of human beings aren't supposed to do.
Well, she's not a human being.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. But she does a lot of things Candy is not supposed to do. Candy is not supposed to kill people. I'm sorry. Or robots. Or other candy. Yeah, I guess it is just other candy the more I think about it, and robots. But, okay, so now that I know that, that makes it a little better. Because I totally was missing that.
Yeah. But if you miss that, it's very small. And, like, if you do kind of blink or not pay attention, you don't kind of notice it. Which kind of... It's extra if you pay attention, but at the same time, if you don't, you kind of lose it, and you can look at it as, well, that episode was kind of just, eh.
Yeah, it's, even if you do see it, I mean, it's something where it's like, okay, it's a little clever to see him sort of materialize somewhere else, and I applaud the ambition to want to do something where there's something going on throughout the whole episode, and you're not sure what it is, and it's on the border, and I was actually, like, really intrigued. I'm like, where is this going? Like, and I wasn't annoyed watching it either. I was sort of like, no, actually these things are kind of neat walking around. And like I said, it was almost kind of hypnotic.
Yeah.
And that they move very slowly and they weren't too distracting. Like, you could still follow the episode okay. So I was actually kind of digging it. And that ending, that's not a bad ending where he pops up in the middle and has to chase the body and then looks at her, but I wish it was a little bit more, I don't know, either the story connected better to it or there was a stronger payoff.
I think he's forever trapped in the bubble.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Or just wherever that is, it's some sort of world where you're just looking through this bubble,
Because if you notice, all the other things slowly fade away.
Yeah.
They're very dim when they enter, and they're very, and then they slowly fade away. He shows up, he's very solid, and he doesn't ever fade away. Mm-hmm. Because remember, the first two that she does...
So it all goes black.
Well, yeah, but I think that's also end of episode.
Mm. No, but it goes black before the episode ends. And it was also black before it started, too. Like, even the title card was in the black at the end, or the credits were at least.
I just think he's forever trapped there.
Probably. I mean, it's...
Since he wasn't backed up, as they say.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like... Again, I like sort of the tragic element to it, I sort of like that. It's a tough one because if the story was a little stronger and really supported it, like, the character's okay, he's not a bad character.
Yeah.
But he's not, like, super memorable or, like, I don't remember his name, but that's nothing new for me. I don't know, for something that was so built up, I was hoping, like I said, just something of a stronger payoff, but, now that I know that does help. That does help me appreciate it a little bit more. And it's it's like another dimension, another wherever looking outside of this bubble.
I'm just guessing. That's not even like... I'm not saying that's fact. I'm just guessing.
Well, no, just that we know he's transported to, an area that's not there and he can see through it and stuff. I mean, we don't know what it is, but if it didn't connect to the episode at all, then I'd sort of be like, what the hell? But the fact that you see him materialize there, I was like, okay, it does connect. It does at least connect. So it'll be interesting if that leads to something. Like in another episode, you do see all these things were part of another world or something else watching other worlds. I mean, that'd actually be fun. I mean, that'd be a great build-up to it. I mean, and that is one of the great things about the show is that you can do that. You can just bring something back that maybe you didn't think of before, or like didn't make sense before, but now it does. So I like to see that because actually,
I'd like to see Finn and Jake get scanned into it,
and then they have to journey around or something.
And then they show up there. That'd be kind of cool, actually.
Or maybe like maybe they're there, and then like. You know how you heard them in the circle? Maybe instead you hear Finn and Jake in the outer rims of the circle, and you don't hear what's actually inside the circle, so they're constantly talking and trying to find a way in. No, don't do that! Oh, we have to find a way to communicate or something. It's like, that could be kind of fun.
Kind of neat, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be actually a really neat episode. So it's like, in a strange way, it's like, I can see it's as good build-up to another episode.
But on its own, I was just kind of
Yeah, it's like, if you got rid of that, and you only watch the episode itself, it's not that interesting.
Yeah.
And if you look at the outer rims, you know, it's a neat idea, and I can see it going somewhere. Like, I wouldn't mind if they brought it back and did even more with it.
As long as you didn't focus on LSP.
Yeah, like I said, if you did something where, like you said, Finn and Jake are in there and trying to get back, and they're trying to talk to the inner circle, or they interact more or something.
Yeah.
I think that could be kind of fun. If this was just a build-up to an episode where they're going to do it better, then I'd give it a pass, you know. But if this is like the only time they're ever going to do that, I'd be like, there's a cool opportunity here, you know? Like, come on, let's really take advantage of it. I say it because the show is so good at taking advantage of its opportunities.
That's true.
You know, and of its world and its characters and stuff. And they, even on an episode where we're like, you know, yeah, that wasn't so hot or whatever, it's like they still, like, whatever, 80 or 90% of the time take advantage of what they have and what they can do.
Even my most disliked episode, like, I did not like Glitch is a Glitch, as everyone knows, but even, like, with my most disliked episode, it's still entertaining to an extent to watch. They do take advantage of what they possibly can. There's very few episodes. There's none I can think of off the top of my head where I'm like, nah, I'd never watch that ever again.
Mm.
Like, even A Glitch is a Glitch, I would be willing to go back and rewatch it again. Easily.
Each one has something creative, something new in it.
Yeah, and, like, this is one of those where if it wasn't for that outer rim, I would have probably been like, wow, terrible episode. But that ring helped create something different, something new.
You almost gotta wonder if they did this story, you know, like they storyboarded and everything, and then just at the very end they're like, I don't know, it feels like we need something else, and maybe they just thought of that at the very end. And it's like, maybe we just see this world going on around it, and then at the end he pops up, and nobody will know why he's there until he pops up, and now he's just there, and it's like this big weird in-joke or something. So, I mean, I can see him throwing in at the very end, but it's like, whatever the reason they put in there, it's like, like I said, even though this one I thought was meh, it's like, I wouldn't mind seeing another one where they explore it even more, and they have even more fun with what they can do with it.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah, so, yeah, hopefully we'll see another one with it, and they'll do even more stuff with it, but, if not, yeah, it could have been a lot stronger, it could have done a lot more with it.
I did like, but dislike, the way that Jake was like, it's not really time travel. And PB's getting all upset. Ice King did it better.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny, but I'm like, dude, you're being a jerk. But you're funny.
I like how it's like he's kind of right. I mean, it's like it's not really...
It's time travel.
It kind of is, but it kind of isn't. I don't know, like, time travel is like, you know, literally time itself goes backwards. Here it's just like the people
so it has
go
to be
backwards.
going backwards. It can't be forwards.
Well, no, but time itself. Well, I guess...
Back to the
time
future.
travel, it is the person traveling.
But that's
true.
Well, that's kind of the thing. Whatever is in this bubble is changing its time, while everything else around it is not.
Yeah, I guess
So,
that's kind
like,
of true.
think about what she did with LSP. LSP literally traveled back in time to where she was before. All of this happened. That is time travel. She had no recollection or anything that happened after that.
I always love those ones where it's like they travel in time, but like they're in the middle of space. It's like, yeah, well, the Earth rotates.
That's what I want to see at some point in time, where like someone
somebody did
materializes halfway through someone else.
No, somebody did that, and I can't remember what, but they were like floating in space, and like, and like whatever, they make another wish or something, or they time travel somewhere back where they were, and it's like, well, yeah, the Earth rotates, you know?
Yeah. No, that's one thing I'd love to see, like, you teleport in or you time travel back and your hand's like halfway through a thing of pop. It's like, oh god! Oh god! Like, that would be funny to me. Suffering people make me laugh.
Especially
I'm a terrible
through time
person.
travel. Let's make that happen. Our sick, disgusting time travel story. And we'll have an outer rim of, you know, things going on. And except what?
Brad. His name was Brad.
Brad was the boyfriend that she
Yes.
that left
wanted.
him.
So what's this guy's name? What was his name?
You're asking
Johnny,
me?
Ugly
Johnny. Johnny.
Johnny. Now we
Johnny.
know. I'm
Ugly Johnny.
Ugly
Yeah.
Johnny. Yes, that's right. But he wasn't ugly anymore. That's my LSP impersonation. I know a woman does the voice, so I know I'm not gonna be able to
that's
do it.
Pendleton
Yeah,
Ward.
that was the joke, you ass.
How is that a joke?
Because
You're just
I'm making
getting
it sound like it's a
wrong.
woman. No, but that's the joke.
No,
Okay?
no, it's
it
not
is
a
a joke.
joke.
It
Are
is
you
a
calling
joke. Let's
Pendleton
wave our
Ward a
hands a little
girl?
bit more. What?
Are you calling Pendleton Ward a girl?
You clearly don't get the joke. I'm not gonna explain it to you.
Because there's no joke!
There is a joke.
Where's the punchline? And don't just punch me, because that'd be a stupid joke as well.
It'd also be a stupid ending.